Going for the completionist route on the game or just the main quest? I love that question with regards to XCOM. I guess just the main quest? Whatever that might entail. I'm not trying to research all the technologies or anything. Just more accurately, just trying to see how far we can get in the campaign, because I am under no illusions that this attempt at our custom modification to XCOM Enemy Within, which I have uncreatively named Baalorlord Edition, I have no illusions that we'll be able to win this attempt, or probably the next attempt either. The goal is aspirationally to win one time, but we'll see. So let's review the state of our campaign of XCOM here. So, as a reminder, this is XCOM Enemy Within with the Long War mod installed. So that dramatically increases the duration and complexity of the campaign, means there's 8 soldier classes and 8 mech classes, means there's lots of different weapon types and armor types, all that jazz. In addition to that, I've added custom personalized configurations that modify how the aliens progress in their number and difficulty, as well as tweaking some of the aspects of core gameplay like soldier perk trees. For example, something I didn't get to show off previously because I had a typo in my config file. Now we have the actual engineer tree that I'm using for now, for Baalorlord Edition, which tries to, in my opinion, fix what was wrong with the original engineers in Long War. Engineers in Long War get numerous perks related to firing their gun, holo targeting, they get ranger, and they get heat ammo. They're the only, other than gunners, they're the only other non-mech class that gets heat ammo, encouraging you to fire their gun at large mechanical units. But nobody who plays Long War will take this perk on their engineers, because engineers in normal Long War don't have a perk that lets them shoot more than one time. My solution to this was to give them Light 'em Up as a gunnery sergeant perk, as well as improving their aim progression a little bit, similar to infantry. So engineers are kind of like a mirror to infantry in some ways now. They're gun-capable soldiers who are also able to be specialists with grenades and support items too. A very, very, very flexible class now that I hope I've improved the number of viable builds for, and we'll hopefully showcase this later in the campaign. Doc Tan with the Prime sub in 17 months. Thank you for the council funding. I may want to instruct my men to exercise restraint when using explosives. So, we have a soldier of now 75 barracks. We have lost 5 so far, 3 of which died on the same operation. We lost one of our officer candidates, Rocketeer Cranklefan, and Recruit Snufflefluffs, attempting to take a crashed medium UFO. They were unfortunately outmatched by the forces defending that thing, and only half the squad made it out alive. We've had 2 other soldiers die. Most recently, Bianca perished during a light abduction that went a little bit crazy. These are both missions I actually chose to mulligan and restart, and despite that we had losses. Not very happy with myself. I really, again, prefer to refrain from mulligans, so I think I wanted to limit myself to 1 per month. So as far as I'm concerned, we won't be restarting any more missions until at least May 1st, just as a sort of self-imposed rule here. I tend to lose interest in a campaign if I load saves too often, so I'd like to do it as little as possible for this playtest. I do, however, want to show off some of the customizations our mod offers here. My mod. How's the hangar doing? Not too bad. We'll have 4 planes available very shortly. It's not like I'm rich enough. Waiting for us here on the Hologlobe is the mission Portent, one of the DLC missions for this game. In it, we'll have to retrieve a suspect, as well as clear out a whole bunch of aliens. We get 2 scientists, 2 engineers, and $75. That's how we're starting our campaign today. Yeah, we can save load, definitely. If something outright breaks, that's why we're not playing Iron Man proper, is so that we have an out if the game breaks entirely. which one of my off-stream playtests for this did break entirely, and I had to revert to an earlier save and then tweak some config files in order to make the Exalt base HQ not crash every time it spawned. And then I had to do many other alterations to get it to actually work properly from there. It's a cool mission, though. Anyhow, anything else we need to check on before we go here? Business as usual in the southern United States despite claims of alien sightings near several major cities. Yeah, yes, I fixed what was making the engineer perk tree not show. I talked briefly on it here. Engineers at Gunnery Sergeant now have access to light 'em up so that they can shoot their gun twice. The purpose of this is to actually enable builds with heat ammo to be viable, which they are not regularly in Long War, as well as to make engineers who use special ammo like Shredder and AP, which they can equip, also a thing. There's a lot of support in Long War for the engineers using their gun in cool ways, but they just kind of are terrible. I also made a couple changes that make the arc rifle build a bit more viable, if anyone knows what I'm talking about with that. The arc rifle has one more shot, and again, you get light 'em up as an option. Alright, let's play Portent here.
We are confident that you will handle this matter with discretion.
Fan of pistol builds. Pistol builds are kind of cool. Let's see, are we taking Junkman on this? No, Junkman's waiting for the terror mission. I don't have that many promoted people, but we'll do our best to just bring who's available. I don't think this is a mission to take a rookie on. And yeah, we have a bunch of people coming off of fatigue soon, so I don't think this is a mission to take a rookie on. Which alien has the coolest design? In this game, I think it's probably hands down the Mechtoid. Super cool. And I love that one of the Firaxis studios has a life-size Mechtoid model in their building, or at least they did for quite a few years. So, we're definitely going to want some explosives on this mission. Let's take Saucer. I haven't decided what kind of infantry to make Saucer. I don't think we have any crit infantry yet, so maybe we'll take Executioner here. The high health roll makes me want to roll up another tank infantry, though. Really love that high base health. But I guess you want the crit infantry to also not die, right? Yeah, give me crit. Can't go wrong with a crit build. 79 aim, ludicrous. Perfect. Yes, have a battle rifle. And high cap mags. You're slow, but you'll be very deadly. Are sauropods in this game? There are sectopods. I don't think there's any sauropods. XCOM versus dinosaurs. Sounds kind of fun, though. We're definitely going to want a gunner. Take Zyrak here. Yeah, the big AT-AT. That's a sectopod. They are in this game, but they're a lot shorter in stature. We need somebody to shred. Maybe... I think we'll do shred anyway. I'm definitely going to take hollow targeting here. I think it'll be heat, actually. Quite a lot of wheel on a gunner. Interesting. Let's see. Tupsass could be an engineer. We're going to leave Bobbio out. Oof, JMB is iffy. We have another gunner available, too. Noted. But I like the hollow targeting. Having a medic sounds like a good idea. And I like Field Surgeon as a perk. Reduce or eliminate recovery time of non-critically wounded soldiers, as if they had taken one less hit point of damage. This is a logistical perk, and that's definitely a valuable thing, being able to have your soldiers with shorter wound time. Is the experience total an export of a mod? Yes, there are a lot of mods at play here, but one of which is XCOM Long War. That's what adds the display. Oof. Not very good stat roll, unfortunately. Vaporize with only 5 health is going to be a little iffy. I think I want to take this recruit, but I kind of need explosives, so don't know what to do. I guess we take Leroy. That's what we do. And Fativan also has hauler targeting. I think we're just going to want to be liberal with the grenades for a bit here. Are all those classes base mod? No, these are from, again, Long War. Long War is what makes there be 8 classes here, which are Sniper, Scout, Rocketeer, Gunner, Medic, Engineer, Assault, and Infantry. We have another promoted possibility here. So we could take an Assault. Let's take Nimra the Assault here, I guess. Or the Infantry. 5 health. Good. Good. Much better. So you're going to get the Alloy Plating. Motion Tracker. You're going to wear Attack Vest so that you're nice and fast. Really think about using sawed-off shotguns sometimes. Assault Rifle for the Engineer? I think so. Rocketeer with 2 rockets. Medic with a smoke grenade. Infantry with a smoke grenade. Gunner with a med kit. We have 1 more slot. So we can take 2nd Engineer. I do need more Engineer recruits. Take Tubbs' ass. Or Tubbs' ass. Take Tubbs' ass. You're a Grenadier now. Perfect. Lots of explosives on this mission. Because I'm not messing around here. Looks like we're loaded pretty well. We have 1 motion tracker. That's it, though, yeah? Am I willing to sacrifice the gunner's medkit? Not really. What about the engineer's explosives? You want to be shooting anyway, right? Okay, let's give you a motion tracker. We still have lots of grenades. Cool. Let's launch the mission.
Dropship has arrived.
Begin the assault.
France is sending an urgent mission request.
The commander's back in the saddle. Hurry McDurr with 33 months of support.
There's been widespread speculation about this ambush on a French military convoy, but we don't have much to go on. Our primary concern is the Council intel report indicating alien activity in the area. We need to secure the site and look for some clue as to what happened here. Objectives updated.
Okay. So this is a mission we can take sort of at our own pace here. There is no timer on this mission. That is, there is no meld. So there's no reason to speed things up too much. Looks like we have contact just ahead here in the shadows. So we may want to rotate around here. So if we move up to this location, we'll probably activate whatever that is. This is not a very good position to fight from. We don't have a steadied rocket. We don't have good cover here. So I don't really want to fight here. Little Wolfie, thanks for 5 gifted subs. Welcome to the council, everybody. So we're going to go over here. And then into the structure. Be careful about what we see, though. So I want to move XCOM into this area, essentially.
Heading there now. Voy hacia ese lugar. That's
There's a saw. Want the infantry in this spot.
Rejoins la position.
Can't quite get there, though. That's fine. How about in a position to get on the roof? Then.
On it.
Okay.
Okay, nobody saw anything over there, which is very good. That's what we want. No seeing things, please.
A la orden, comandante.
You're fine where you are. Radio chatter. I decided to, for my mod, Exalt don't normally spawn on this mission. You heard their chatter there. I decided to implicate them in what's going on with the storyline. So Exalt appear on this and one or two other certain council missions in small numbers, implicated to be meddling with our affairs already. I guess this will be our first sighting of them. Alright, who wants to move up and poke their nose out there? Who does want to do that? I guess we can take another turn to move up.
I'm on the move.
So we're going to steady a rocket from there. And we're going to put the infantry on the other side of that door. Yeah, Exalt is totally behind what's going on in this mission. They've totally tipped off the aliens to the psionic, people. What is Exalt? Exalt are human bad guys, basically.
Heading out.
That's the very short of it.
Overwatching.
They are humans that are in
There now.
implied cooperation with the aliens, who are using the technological advances the aliens bring for their own nefarious means,
I've got my eyes
which
on
gives us moral high ground to shoot them in the face with ballistic weaponry, or laser weaponry, or plasma weaponry, or explode them with subnuclear ordnance, or turn their brains into mush with a psionic soldier, or punch them off a rooftop with a giant robot fist. All of that is fair game.
it. Copy that. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
We finally have a visual
Oh, there they are.
confirmation of Exalt's operatives in the field.
Oh, and that guy eats an Overwatch shot right in the face for 5 damage.
Integrate alien genetic material into their troops. And to note the extent of their
That could be
capabilities,
that could be bad.
I would advise extreme caution. These Exalt operatives
Oh God, they're
may
standing in
have
the open.
undergone extensive genetic enhancement, suggesting Exalt has access to meld as well as lab facilities on par with our own. However, I would never suggest we follow such an unrestrained approach to modifying the physiology of our own soldiers.
Of course not. You like to exercise restraint, Valen. As we've actually got Exalt Elite here. 2-8 health, Exalt Elite operatives, 1 sniper who has only 4 hit points, poor guy. Unfortunately for them, the method of the pod getting revealed left them all just kind of standing out in the open like chumps. And so, as we said before in XCOM, when the aliens are stupid, we take that. We're just going to shoot them in the face. They're going to die, and it's going to be a good day. Question is where that last guy went. There is one more Exalt sniper hiding in the back. I do like when gunners get kills. I'm going to motion tracker. Since we brought 2 of these, I just want to be sure that there's no other pod lurking in the dark here that I have to worry about. No, it doesn't look like it. In fact, I think the 4th guy is also in the open. Are there mods that remove the pod system? Not as far as I'm aware. I think it's pretty deeply hard-coded into this game and the next game. Alright, Tubbs' ass. Take a shot. Blap. That guy is dead. Can the Rocketeer see anyone? Not from their current position. We can't open the doors now. No reason not to do that. Yeah, let's move the gunner up. Oh yeah, there's the last guy. Okay, we'll just have the assault. Shoot him with a shotgun. Zyrak, light this nerd up. Dead.
Taken care of.
Are the Exalt weapons better than our standard ones? Yes, that laser rifle is better than our battle rifle at the moment. The ballistic weapons the Exalt use, like the sniper rifle, is not any better than ours, so we aren't able to acquire it. Unfortunately, just like the alien weapons, we cannot actually capture Exalt's weapons unless we are able to disable them with some kind of stun. Otherwise, their weapons will explode when they die. Light them up, Sosert. Bang. 7 crit. Somebody else can get the kill if we want. Probably giving the kill to the medic is a good idea. Medics don't have a great time getting kills normally.
That's affirmative.
Okay, and we can see there's another pod lurking out there somewhere. How do I deal with the fact that soldiers die during missions, and you constantly have to play with a new, inexperienced squad? And the game gets harder with each mission, but we always have a fresh team. That's part of the challenge. The whole thing is a logistical challenge. Finding a way to increase the experience of the barracks overall, to be able to field more experienced soldiers, even as you lose some occasionally, as well as escalating your technology and such. Like you can better equip the squad, even if they're less experienced. Another thing we can do is improve our numbers. So even though we have roughly the same experience now and the enemies are tougher, we have 7 soldiers where we had 6 before, and eventually we'll have 8. So that helps too. But yeah, that's part of the challenge and part of what makes this very hard. And I've made sure that the escalation of the mission difficulty is very significant as the campaign goes on, such that 8 soldiers will not feel like enough pretty soon either. That'll be a fun challenge. Alright, let's get the Rocketeer here.
Let's rock.
Okay, there are more Exalt lurking. Is it possible to recruit soldiers who are already experienced fighters? Yes, great question. Primarily by fulfilling council requests. Council requests can reward corporal and then later on even sergeant level soldiers. So you can get soldiers who have quite a few promotions right off the bat as part of Long War. I think that's part of Vanilla too, that you can get promoted soldiers. I think in Vanilla sometimes they're a mission reward as well. I remember in XCOM 2, War of the Chosen Vanilla, you can actually just recruit a soldier who's a Master Sergeant. Maximum rank. That's quite a power shift. Again, there's no reason to rush, so let's just take a turn and reload here.
Okay.
Make sure the rocket is steadied before we open that door. Make sure everyone has full ammo here.
Reloaded. Back online.
And I can't believe we just got to murk that Exalt pod for free. Because the way the Overwatch went off. Could even use another tracker. Okay, so there are 5 aliens detected. That might be 2 pods. That's a little scary. Have a peek out here. Nothing detected yet. Move the medic here. Okay. Nothing detected yet. Move the engineer here.
Heads up, enemies
Okay.
approaching.
Another Exalt pod. What do we got here? Another Exalt Elite Operative. Regular heavy, regular sniper. 2 heavies. Oh, that's scary. Oh boy. We have our own rocket in position, right? If we can blow them up before they blow us up, that'd be very nice. Yeah, we can lob a rocket over there. That's probably smart. Can I maybe suppress the other Rocketeer? Otherwise, he is very scary, because, you know, he can shoot a rocket at us. We don't want that. Can't get line of sight. The other option is to run away. Away from them. Try to get a better position. Spade says, I had an abduction mission in my game where I accidentally activated 3 pods at once. Did not have a good time. Yeah, that's what happened to us with one of our abductions earlier. Actually, that happened to us on the first mission for our first attempt, and then I had to start a new campaign. So this is technically our second attempt at Baalor Edition, because we did that on the first mission last time, and then we died. We can run and hide from these nerds. I think that's probably my best bet at the moment. Run and scaredy hide. Okay, infantry will go here and hunker. That's indestructible cover, so even if they have to eat a rocket, they should be fine there. You're gonna hide here.
Understood, sir.
Rocketeer. Can't stay where you are. Means we're giving up our own chance to rocket them. That's okay, we have grenades. Tactical retreat. Yeah, what did I say? Tactical retreat, totally, yep. You're tactically retreating. You're gonna run all the way back here. Because I value your life. Oh, the medic can't make it to total safety here. Well, they can make it there. You see anything from here? No. Alright, good luck, buddy. Vault probably wants to be here. Hunkering. Could go badly. If they shoot a rocket at me, I'm gonna cry. My hope is that they won't, because I'm hiding.
Okay.
I'm gonna overwatch from back here.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
You're gonna get far enough away. No, you have to stay close enough. You're gonna hide here. Let's freaking hope. Hunker. Okay, that's good. Okay, nobody shot a rocket at me, so life is great. Who can see that thing? You can see that, okay. I need somebody to poke their nose out there. Somebody who's not an engineer. If you move one tile over, medic, what do you see? Nothing. Great. Alright, infantry has to do it now. What? There's no vision out of here. Heck?
Moving there now, sir.
There we go. Okay. Interesting. Is this door bugged or something? Weird. Might be, actually. Yeah, this game definitely has janky line of sight at times, which can certainly be a complicating factor. That is one of the heavies, so we're going to throw a grenade at him. Ah, there's the Overwatch. Knew it. How do you guys not see anything? It's illegal. Need you to get here. So we're gonna have to throw smoke to make that happen. If I smoke grenade in the doorway, the enemies won't be able to take reaction fire at me as I move across it. We have an add-on installed that makes smoke block Overwatch. This works both ways, by the way, so our own Overwatch would also be blocked, which means you can't hide in smoke in Overwatch. I think it's kind of cool. And I guess I just definitely want to make sure that that Rocketeer guy dies, right? I don't care that much about the other ones. My fear is that not knowing where the other Rocketeer is a scary thing. And also that I'm not in a position to deal with him at all because of everyone being blind. Bad day. There's red 40 in that smoke. It's definitely a lung cancer risk, I'm going to be honest. Why do you think the fatigue times are so long? Okay, so you can see him from there. All right. So we're going to suppress that guy. Really don't like that I cannot see the other Exalt Heavy.
Grenade going out.
Alright, we're gonna move here. 41 there. Probably you just steady, because I would be happy to rocket that nerd.
On the move.
Are you in smoke? Yes, okay. Lock him down.
Keeping him down, Commander.
Let's just poke your nose out for a second.
On the move.
Okay, no sign of the other Rocketeer. That's probably good. You're gonna move back. There he is. Okay, he moved in Overwatch. Good, good, good. He did anything other than shoot me with a rocket, so I'm happy.
It's raining death over here.
Still don't understand how the line of sight is so trash from here, though. I want to get this guy with the rocket, not this guy. Though I could rocket the back guy and grenade the front guy. That's an option, perhaps. A very reasonable option. Like I can see the guy in low cover from the corner spot, but not from the door. Has to be a glitch with the line of sight. Ridiculous. Can't see that guy in the back. Oh, you can see the Overwatcher. Great. Okay. That means the gunner can move to this position and then suppress this guy. So I don't need to kill him. It might also be that this box is blocking line of sight or something. You can see that I can't even see these tiles. So there's something causing the line of sight to be obscured. It might also be that it feels like the door is closed. Door is not closed, to my knowledge. Because there is no door to be closed, but maybe the game thinks the door is closed. What's up, Fayley? Alright, let's see. This is a 2-tile scatter. If I try to go back here, it's 2.6. We're a lot more likely to miss that. Let's go for the closer target, since I know I can suppress the gunner. That guy is dead. That guy took 8 damage to the face from a rocket and is now kaput. Forever. Alright, we need to suppress this guy so that the other people in the squad can move. So I need Tubbs' ass to vacate this position. I think that's a safe move. I'm just gonna move here. And then Zyrak's gonna move here. Now Zyrak can suppress this nerd. And a guy who's suppressed cannot take reaction shots, so that Overwatch is cancelled. Well, I'm going to motion tracker again here. I need to know if the other pod is around. Okay, they're a little bit further back than this guy, so we don't want to go too far forward here. But it looks like we can move into this low cover if we want to. Let's have Teven apply holo targeting to the sniper with 4 health. Should be easy to kill, yeah. I just need one more hit. How many shots do I have? Not very many. Oh, we have Gaber Eyes, too. Gaber Eyes go anywhere? Wait, Gaber Eyes can get on the roof now, yeah? Dick. Take a 73. Blam. Medic gets a kill. Alright, probably you just hunker. Let's see this guy from here. So take a battle rifle shot, so sir. Nice shot. 4 damage. That means we're at 25% to just kill if we take a shotgun shot with Nimra here. You know what? I'm just going to do that. Ha! You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You guys did. Sweet. Okay, there are more aliens on the map, so we want to be careful. Move up, steady another rocket, just in case. We get a couple people on the roof, because the aim bonus from being up there is sweet. Teven's in a good spot to get on the roof.
Heading for that location.
Things one step at a time in this game, and it goes a lot smoother.
Rolling.
Seems to be going far better than Thursday. Not playing at the end of stream is definitely a benefit to me in terms of my ability to play well, that's for sure. I also don't have rookies on this mission.
Moving to position.
But I will have rookies on future missions, so oh well.
Go, sir.
Oh yeah. It's killing.
There's a lot of rookies with our 80-man barracks. But yeah, so far it's going better.
Solid copy. Target acquired.
2 thin men, 2 seekers. That's not too bad. Oh, and the seekers are landed. Which makes them sitting ducks for Teven. Zyrak. Anybody else who cares to shoot at them? Could also throw an AP grenade at them and probably kill them both, but they're, as mechanical enemies, they're rather valuable if we get a non-explosive kill on them. Nimra cannot take a shotgun shot. Although these shots are accurate, being in low cover, those thin men will move up and probably do heinous damage to the assault here. Cannot allow that. That would be a grim fate.
Head now.
Can the infantry make it to the full cover? Yes. Okay, do that. Alright, start with Zyrak. Light up one in the back. Good work. Alright, apply holo targeting with Teven. 91% chance. Fire. Good hit. Can we get another kill on the medic? Because that would be kind of cool. Neighbor eyes, take a shot. Nice. Medics don't get a lot of kills, so wherever you can get an opportunity to give them 1 or 2, it's kind of nice.
Affirmative.
Okay, you're going to move up and hunker. You're going to steady a rocket. You're going to hunker. You're going to overwatch from full cover. Wait, there's more? More Exalt on the map. He's not expecting to hear more Exalts. Seems like a lot of kills. 3 is a decent amount. Good start. I guess it's rocket time. Fire rockets out of this store, no problem.
With pleasure.
-1 problem.
Botio, miss the target.
Alright, infantry, let it up. No. Let's see if we can get executioner bonus on the second shot. I can suppress it if all else fails. I can also have the assault just run up here and shoot it with a shotgun. That sounds great. Let's just motion tracker one last time here. Okay, that sounds pretty safe.
Moving.
Excellent. Blah. Just not while they're alive. That's right. Dead corpses won't be destroyed by using explosives in the area, to my knowledge. Thankfully, that's not a thing the game checks for. However, live captives will get killed by explosives going off.
Affirmative.
Boy. I'm rolling. Oh, para attack. Recarga correcta. Back in.
Yes, boss.
Interesting.
Solid copy.
That turn was short, like there's no enemies left, but it still played the exalt noise, so I'm kind of confused.
That's
What does
affirmative.
it mean? Baller edition.
We're green to go.
Like failure edition. Officer action, thanks for 2 months. I am not your goat, I am a human. Not a goat. Wait, Baalorlord. Wait, maybe I am a goat.
Okay.
Am I a goat?
Copy that. J'avance.
Yes, I copy.
I'm on the move.
Those bodies don't look like they've been hit by alien weapons fire. These men were killed by conventional bullets.
Conventional bullets. Who could have possibly have used those?
Moving to position.
Sensors still indicate life signs in the area, Commander. Objective updated.
Aye, aye, Commander.
On my way.
We did play Cult of the Lamb. That was a cool game. I hear that got quite a bit of post-release content, including a co-op mode,
Location confirmed.
which is sweet. Alright, yeah, it doesn't seem there's any stuff. We are going to have to deal with problems soon, though. So let's try to make a battle line of some sort. Can we get onto this roof? Yes.
De acuerdo.
I'd like to be on the roof.
Hauling ass.
Running. Heading out.
We'll have the medic, be the one who gets the VIP.
Orders confirmed. Running.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on high ground for this.
Commander, looks like there's still someone alive over there. If we can bring them in for questioning, maybe we can figure out what happened here.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a trap.
That's affirmative. Roger that.
The infantry
J'y vais.
here, I guess.
En observation.
Yes, I copy. I won't make it easy for them.
Moving to position. On overwatch.
Keep her eyes. Go get him.
Roger, looking out.
You might as well leave me here. I have nothing to say to you people.
It looks like he's the only witness to survive this fight, and for all we know, he was one of the aggressors. We need to bring him in, whether he likes it or not. New objective received. Commander, we're picking up new contacts moving into the AO.
So, standard fare for council missions is thin men appearing out of nowhere on Overwatch. We just kind of have to deal with it. Tubbs ass can get a grenade over there. Not quite. Ah, bummer. That does put us in a bit of a pickle. And that's destroyed. The VIP away for the moment.
It's only a matter of...
Matter of what? Guess we probably want to hunker the people on the roof. The thin men shouldn't be able to hit them in low cover, at least not reliably. Yeah. Which will hopefully mean the thin men do something else than Overwatch on their turn.
Aye, aye,
Gonna move
Commander.
up. How's the death toll? Death toll stands at 5 for the campaign. Surely not long until we start losing count. smiley face.
Je bouge. Je tiens ma position.
Alright, so I think we're just gonna hunker, because I don't feel like I have a better option.
Digging it. Esperando.
No idea what to do with the gunner right now. That's a safe spot, right?
Double time.
Run, buddy. I have no idea why this mission keeps playing the Exalt audio. Unexpected consequence of making them spawn here. Was not expecting that. Okay, acid is what I expected from the Thin Men. That means they're no longer on Overwatch. Oh, they're also no longer on the roof, which is very handy because we can move up and deal with them now. Properly. Good. Well, that's absolutely what I wanted. The Rocketeer can get a flank? That's awesome. Do it. And we can suppress this other nerd from here, right? Yes.
Heading out.
Suppression in low cover is pretty safe. Thin Men have enough aim that they could hit that shot, but probably won't. No need to get our soldiers damaged. I could have the assault run down and shoot the Thin Man.
Puppets.
Puppets? Who you calling a puppet? I guess I'll put Steven in a position to
Let's
flank
do
here.
this.
Was it this game where you can stun/sleep the aliens to capture them alive? Yes. Yes. We don't yet have the device that would let us do that. But yes. You can do that in this game. And it's a good way to make money. Although it's a bit dangerous. Usually.
C'est parti.
10%. The gunner misses. Not bad. Who would like more kills? Anyone close to being promoted here? Leroy, not a chance. Aberise, not a chance. Steven, not a chance. Styrak, no. Nimra, yes. Okay, give it to the Assault. The Assault is covered in acid. But this is the time to ignore that, right? Where's the medic? Gunner can do it, okay. Well, maybe not yet. Alright, just run up to the Thin Man. This will cause 1 point of damage to the Assault. They resist their panic, thankfully. Then, apply shotgun liberally to the face. Get covered in acid again, but it doesn't matter, because you already had acid on you.
Tout de suite.
Great news. Okay, now we hang out for a minute here. I think moving the VIP up will cause more Thin Men to drop in, so we want to deal with this acid situation before we create any more problems for ourselves.
Moving to Overwatch.
Oh, I'm not 100% on that.
Heading out. We're green to go. Merci. Surveillez le point.
Good.
Hay que echarle huevos. Let's rock. Scan au cours.
All done, boss.
What are you trying to prove? I'm on
That you're working for aliens? Okay, are you done with your acid problem, lady? Yes. Come along now, sir. Let's get some people on this roof.
Location confirmed. Ya estoy. Hauling ass.
Like you up there, I think. There should be somewhere central.
Moving there now, sir. Overwatching.
Got it. Moving into that area.
Good, okay. There will be more of them.
Scanning.
I'm on it.
Okay. Survey the
Heads up out there. We've got hostiles on the move.
Wait, sectoid? You came to the wrong neighborhood, buddy. Rip.
Finish the target.
Rip that guy. Oh, that's a lot of them, though.
Ayo, enemies
Ooh, and
down.
our... Uh-oh. Tubbs' ass is flanked. In a rather distressing way. What do we have over here? Also slight problems. Most of our problem-solving power is elsewhere. Oh, Tub can jump off the building to be safe from that thin man. I'm a little bit worried about our VIP here. In the middle of things. We definitely don't want to let any of the aliens see the VIP. That would be very bad. Not sure if that's safe. Oh, I do have a smoke. Okay. We can shoot and smoke. And then deal with this guy. Still leaves the problem with the other one. It's down there, but maybe that's not it as immediate a threat. So I guess Saucer takes a shot here. That's for 3 damage. That's pretty good. And then we want a smoke grenade up top so that the gunner can move up without triggering the reaction fire. Simply move.
Headed there now.
Oh, shoot. I missed that one.
Got a lot of heat on me.
Thankfully, a low chance to hit and misses. I knew they were out there. I didn't think they'd have vision for that shot, though. That works, though. Now we can suppress this fool.
Keeping him down, Commander.
Now the assault can move and kill this fool. I do want to get eyes on that other thin man, though. They were, like, here? Here. Okay, there they are. 29% to hit from there. The assault might be able to get an interesting shot. What can the Rocketeer do? Well, I can see from here. That's a pretty good shot, too. Alright, Rocketeer moves here. 69 on that guy, 79 on that guy. What about the assault? Go here.
Moving to firing position. Stepping off.
100% on this guy, 73 on this guy. So I think we start with the Rocketeer taking the 69 here. Kill. Right, now the Assault can take the flanking shotgun shot with high ground from medium range. Gets a kill. Great. Okay, now the Engineer versus this guy is a slight issue, but at least we know we can run the VIP away. Hide, please. Good. Okay, Gaber Eyes can return. No, you're fine there, right? You're fine there. We actually haven't used Fativan yet.
On my way.
I can't realistically get a grenade down. That's fine. Where are you gonna hide? You're gonna run far away, right? Oh yeah, we can run all the way back here. Okay, so move like this. To take an Overwatch shot successfully, the enemy has to be able to see both the tile you start in, as well as at least one other tile that you move to. So jumping off the building there cannot trigger the Overwatch, basically. Are you safer in cover where it might see you, or more hidden back here? I think more hidden back here.
Location confirmed.
It's the safer spot. Hopefully that can't also see this roof. We'll see. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
You go here.
Voy hacia ese lugar.
It is Tubbs' ass, apparently.
Strike one. We've got hostile contacts moving on your position.
Where is it? Saucer 51. Ooh, oh yeah, flanked in the smoke. That was spooky. Saucer definitely would have survived that, though, with 9 health. Okay, we have another one on Overwatch over there. Yeah, smoke probably just saved Saucer from a very serious injury. Alternately, it was just their lucky day. Yeah. The soldier names are pretty great, right? Okay, you move into low cover here? Here. No sign of that other guy. Careful with the ass. Let's see, we can get a grenade up there, which will make it easy to kill that thin man. The assaults still need one more kill. We can check. No, they got their promotion. Okay, sweet. So we can just kill with whatever's convenient here. You grenade. Oh, you can. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Didn't break the cover, though, huh? Just 1 damage? It still has the thing. Okay. I'm a little bit worried that if Teven doesn't move, then there'll be consequences for them. So I guess we light up this guy. To kill with the infantry. Take a 45. Good. Alright, what about the Rocketeer? Are you in cover? Or smoke, Leroy? No, that is not a smoke tile. So probably don't do that.
Aye, aye.
Okay, you're gonna Overwatch from there.
Overwatch.
Gonna move up and also Overwatch. Salt is gonna get into a better position for next round. Gonna hunger.
Heat on me.
Okay, not flanking. Apparently that was the second move, too. Very weak showing from the thin man. Good. Alright, can we kill this stupid thin man now? Where's my other holo targeter? Fativen. I guess Fativen wants to flank this one, right?
Loud and clear, sir.
Light him up. 5 crit. Good shot. We need someone to finish the job now. Assault, move up, take a pistol shot. 48%.
I'll get him next time.
There is no next time, fool. Alright, who else can shoot at that thing? Medic? No. He's too thin. But why is he so thin? Okay, yeah, we can move up and suppress that fool. Alright. Good. In that case, Tubbs ass, throw another grenade at this stupid thin man on the roof. Show him your ass.
Going out.
And then Saucer, light him up. Dead. Okay, now the gunner moves. So this tile, which is in cover and can see that thin man, then we can suppress that thin man.
Aye, Commander.
So when he tries to run away, the gunner will take a free shot at him, which will probably kill. But we want to try to kill with Leroy first. Leroy Jenkins. Not the end of the mission yet, though, not until the VIP gets to the evac zone. Let's just take a moment to reload here.
Let's do this. We're green to
Oops,
go.
I reloaded the pistol. Classic move.
Back in the fight.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any more drop-ins. My rule of thumb for this mission is there's always one more drop-in than you expect. Same for Friends in Low Places. Which will be its own nightmare of a mission.
Afirmativo.
I'm scared of that mission.
Understood. Moving out.
Yes, sir. On the move.
On my way.
Yeah, it's a scary mission. It's a small map, lots of things that can go wrong.
Aliens are sending in reinforcements, Commander.
Goodbye. Well, that guy's dead. Does this game become a cakewalk when you've progressed enough to have a core team, or does the difficulty scale dramatically? In the vanilla game, the difficulty does not scale enough. In my mod, I'm hoping that I've addressed that sufficiently. Yeah, the difficulty is going to scale. That's all I'll say for now. There will be scaling.
Excellent work, Commander. Our friend here might be uncooperative at the moment, but I have a feeling a talk with Dr. Valen will change his tune.
20 kills on that mission. No operatives lost. Excellent performance. GG's all around. Pop goes the Thin Man.
Among the entire squad.
All right, Nimmer got promoted. Probably will have another close combat specialist. Assault here. I think that's probably wise. Definitely want a few CCS assaults on the squad here so that we can prepare. All right, we got 2 scientists, 2 engineers, 75 bucks. That was, what, 8 Thin Man corpses? That's pretty good. Good job.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander.
We finish our research on improved body armor. Meaning we can build a few things. Unfortunately, we're very short on alloys, so I probably can't make most of this stuff. We've succeeded in creating a design for an advanced suit of body armor based on the alien alloys recovered from the field. These are the same materials used extensively by the aliens in the hull plating and internal structure of their craft. As we've already seen, the UFOs are capable of sustaining heavy impacts with only minor structural damage, which inspired our research into personal armor plating of the same design. However, the downside to this exotic material is that we currently have no means of replicating it on Earth. With a limited pool of resources available for future projects, we'll need to manage our use of these alloys carefully. Once completed, we can see how these armors fare on the battlefield. Also, we believe we can adapt these technologies to field an advanced shiv design, but it will take significant staff time to complete. The alloy shiv, it'll also take significant alloys. A very powerful mobile tank that XCOM can make. Alloy shiv is good for pretty much the whole game. Reinforced armor, pretty good too. Our first real suit of armor, phalanx armor. Our first attempt to use alien materials in a complete suit of armor. It will be a pretty substantial upgrade in terms of durability. We can begin research on beam lasers. I suppose we want to get xenobiology. No, we should get beam lasers ASAP here. Then we can do xenobio.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander.
That means we have no alloys, so we can't actually build any phalanx armor for a little bit. That is spooky. Each suit of phalanx will take 8 alloys. I guess I could have only built 1 anyway. That's sad. Gonna have to get our hands on some alloys in order to make stuff for the squad here. We also don't have the mats to make lasers, but I'm hoping we'll get some soon. We'll make them as quickly as we can, because we really need to upgrade the combat capabilities of our squads here. Yeah, we're gonna need new planes pretty soon. Let's see, how much money can I scrounge up? Oh, I need to, actually. We need to use this $100 for tactical officers to get our first officers available. And then we're gonna promote our first officer, which will be Junkman. Standard pick in Long War is to go reduced fatigue for your officers so that you can redeploy your squads more often. With how many soldiers we have, though, I'm kind of thinking about the other option for our officers, Legio Patria Nostra. This will mean longer fatigue times, which means we want to redeploy an individual soldier less often. But given how many we have, is that really a bad thing? Not sure about that. Some of the best gaming moments I've ever had. That's quite a question. With regards to this game in particular, one of my favorite moments all time is using a mech to punch a cyberdisk, which caused it to bounce off of a pillar inside the building we were in. Didn't realize that the cyberdisk would ragdoll and bounce, but they can bounce apparently. So the cyberdisk bounce is one of my all-time faves. Let's take the bonus wheel here. There might be some upsides to that. But the standard go-to is Stay Frosty for almost all campaigns. Necronomicurse Mastery, definitely up there too. That was an incredible run. Is anyone else eligible to be a lieutenant? We don't even have any other corporals, right? Oh, we have a whole bunch of Lance Corporals. Nobody else has been on 5 missions. What are the current council requests? Just so that I can check. Illyrium. 12 Illyrium for 2 engineers. Definitely tempting. We'll think about that a little bit more. Let's see if we can get a UFO. How's it going, Coco Maniac? Thanks for the kind words. Meld for scientists. Okay, that I am going to do, because I want to continue to boost our research early here. And I do want to continue to give country defense to countries. So we'll give up some of the meld we've found and get scientists.
Excavation complete.
Money. The UFO activity over the United States.
Contact detected.
We have a large UFO over Russia. What is this?
We have eyes on the bandit. We lost the bubble.
Abductor. Probably.
Contact
No. Interesting. Well, this would be a chance to solve our alloy issue. Who is available? Do have the White Death. In fact, we only need to spin for 3 hours. They're not even fatigued. Talk about high risk, high reward. Yeah. No kidding. Could be a very difficult mission. He's the scary part. But probably cheesable. And given the relatively rough start situation we're in, I think I'm willing to risk it here. We need some more experience. We need some more materials. This would give us a huge leg up. And it's not a giant UFO mission. This is not a transport. Simply an abductor, which is a lot more reasonable as far as mission goes. So my line of thinking is we take a sniper, we take 2 gunners with LMGs, and we play it slow and steady. Okay, so I'm going to outfit a squad for this mission, and then I'm going to take a break after that so that I can be properly in the zone for a landed large in April. It's quite a... I have no idea what we're going to encounter in terms of enemy aliens. By the way, I'm a little bit scared. I have no idea what we're going to be up against. Okay, so let's spin for 3 hours. Anybody else in the fatigue pile coming along? Nobody has a fatigue timer of less than 16 hours. We might bring some soldiers who are fatigued. In fact, I'm almost certainly going to do that. We might redeploy Leroy here. We only have 1 Rocketeer alive? Wait, what happened? I guess Avian Encounter is going to be a new Rocketeer in a moment. Do we have any Sapper engineers? No, right? Sad times. Sad times. Okay. Good for 3 hours. The White Death.
Contact detected.
Interesting. Looks glitchy-ish. I'm gonna make a save here. Taking any rookies on this mission? Not a chance. No, we're gonna take some very experienced soldiers on this mission.
Contact
The best we
detected.
have. No one else. Alright, we definitely want a gunner with hollow targeting. Gnome does 78 aim. Let's take gnomed and Zyrak. Arm them both with LMGs. We only made one ally plating? Question mark. Yes, just one. Love that. Junkman is definitely coming. We're going to give Junkman also squad sight. Lots of squad sight soldiers on this mission. Junkman, you need the alloy plating. I'm sorry. Zyrak does not get alloy plating. You need it. Okay, we have multiple soldiers with hollow targeting. I'm going to bring the White Death, our best sniper. We're going to give them a Deadeye for bonus aim against flying targets, is what I want here. 79 aim is pretty good. Do we still want the machine pistol? I think that's still correct. What about a scope? I think scope goes on the Rocketeer. Take the laser sight, though, for the 4 aim. Speaking of Rocketeer... Even encounter, what's your aim as a Rocketeer? 67, 5 health. What about Leroy? Also 67 aim. Okay, so we don't need to bring Leroy. We'll bring you. You a rocket and a scope. It'll be a very low mobility squad, but that's okay. We have a lot of reach out and touch the enemy ability here. We're probably going to want an assault who has close combat specialist. So Bobbio, you're in. We're going to get a motion tracker. I like the medkit on you too, although flashbang is tempting too. The flashbang. No, sorry, flashbang motion tracker. There we go. And what's left? Probably I want an engineer, because I want more grenades that can blow up cover. Actually, no, we want infantry, right? Yeah, last slot is infantry. That means not much cover destruction, but we have double LMG suppression. I think we'll be fine. We'll take burn, because burned is tough. We're going to need the battle rifle, because we need maximum... Need maximum. And I'm going to take another medkit. Number of medkits on this mission. Medkits on the suppressors, so even if they're covered in acid, they can continue to suppress. And medkits for healing wounds that we acquire, which I do expect to acquire. Alright.
If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.